Imagine living in a world where your basic human rights are not only infringed upon, but also blatantly violated. A world where the sanctity of human life is trampled under the boots of war and conflict. This is the stark reality for many, a reality that underscores the gravity of human rights violations. In the face of such atrocities, the Geneva Conventions stand as a beacon of hope. These international treaties, ratified by 194 states, strive to limit the brutality of war. They safeguard civilians, medics, aid workers, and those incapacitated by the ravages of war, establishing rules to curb the harshness of conflict. The Geneva Conventions call for measures to prevent breaches and to hold those responsible for grave breaches accountable. They protect wounded and sick soldiers on land, those at sea, prisoners of war, and civilians, including those in occupied territory. These conventions, which came into force in the mid-20th century, serve as a testament to our collective commitment to uphold the dignity of human life, even amidst the chaos of war. Yet, as we speak, countless lives are marred by the horrors of war, their fundamental rights denied. This is the heavy burden we carry, the sobering reality we must confront. But who holds the responsibility for these grave breaches of human rights? The answer lies in the realm of international humanitarian law. The Geneva Conventions and their additional protocols, ratified by almost 200 states, establish rules to limit the horrors of war. They protect civilians, aid workers, medics, and those who can no longer fight. Crucially, these conventions demand measures to prevent breaches and hold those accountable for grave violations. The responsibility doesn't solely rest on those directly involved in the atrocities. It also falls on those who fail to prevent such breaches or don't hold the violators accountable. This means that the international community, as a whole, shares the burden of responsibility. Each nation that has ratified these treaties has an obligation to uphold them, to ensure that the rules of war are respected, and to bring those who violate them to justice. The call for accountability is not just a moral obligation, it is a legal one. It is a call to honor the very principles of humanity that these laws were established to protect. Justice delayed is justice denied. The world cannot turn a blind eye to these atrocities. So what can you as an individual do about this? Well, it starts with raising awareness. You have the power to shed light on these human rights violations, to bring them out of the shadows and into the public eye. Your voice matters. Use it to speak up and speak out, to ignite conversations and challenge the status quo. In today's digital age, social media platforms are powerful tools for change. They can amplify your voice, spreading your message to corners of the world far beyond your immediate reach. They can start global dialogues, spark debates, and initiate action. Beyond raising awareness, you can also take direct action. Participate in peaceful protests, join advocacy groups, lobby for policy changes. Small actions, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. And remember, the fight for human rights isn't a solitary battle. It's a collective effort. Every tweet shared, every protest sign held high, every policy changed is a step towards a world where human rights are universally respected and protected. Remember, silence in the face of injustice is complicity. Raise your voice, take a stand, and contribute to the fight for a world where human rights are respected and protected.